Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. Well, as the title says, I'm going to do an update on my Platymeris Biguttatus eggs. And on the 2nd of March, I actually removed them from an enclosure and put them into this enclosure with that sand. And to be honest, I'm not really that keen on this sand. Somebody just suggested it. And if I take the lid off, I've noticed that a lot of the eggs have got a little bit of mould growing on the actual eggs, so I'm not really that keen on that, to be fair. So I'll be taking them out of this enclosure and I'm going to put them back onto cocoa fibre, the substrate that comes in a brick form. So yeah, as you can see, a few of them have got mould on them, well, a fair few actually. So yeah, I'm going to scrape all that mould off these eggs, and I'm going to be replacing them into a different enclosure. So everyone, this is the enclosure I've actually sorted out for them. And as you can see, it's just cocoa fibre. And as you can see, I've put a few eggs in here already. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 9 in here. So I've just started separating them from the sand and putting them into here. So yeah, let's get the rest of the eggs and let's put them into this enclosure here. So everyone, as you can see, a little time lapse there for you guys, and I've separated all the eggs from the sand. There might be another one just there. Yeah, there's another one just there, so let's just take the sand off that and put it into the enclosure. Yeah, I think there's another one just there. So I noticed a few days ago, so I'll just take all the sand off. I noticed a few days ago that they were gathering mould. So, you know mould's a killer. And that's why people don't use sponges in tarantula water dishes, because they create bacteria and mould as well. So I've never used a sponge in over 20 odd years with my tarantulas. So it's sort of like a 1980s kind of scenario that you're supposed to use sponges, but no, that is a massive no in the tarantula hobby. You don't use sponges, just plain bottled water or plain tap water would be perfectly fine. So yeah, there we go. All the eggs are out of this enclosure. Let's show you the other enclosure. So everyone, there's the other enclosure there, and it's got a little bit of sand there, but that's yeah, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, there's a fair few inside there. And as the title says, everyone, it says that there's one nymph has actually been found. And the nymph wasn't actually found in this container. It wasn't found in here. It was actually found in the adults enclosure. And it's actually still in there. So yeah, let's get the adults enclosure and let's take the nymph out. So everyone, as you can see, and as you already know, this is my Platymeris Biguttatus adult enclosure, and they're just up on that big cork bark there. So the nymph I actually seen yesterday, it was actually underneath this cork bark here. So yeah, it's somewhere underneath there. It's not very big. It's probably only around about the 2 to 3 mil. So yeah, let's take the lid off and let's take it off the cork bark. So everyone, as you can see, I've taken the lid off and it's definitely underneath that cork bark. I've just had a quick look. So I've got a enclosure there to put the cork bark on. So let's just lift this up quickly and just put it inside here. And yeah, it's definitely underneath here. So let's just lift the cork bark up. And no, it's not there. It was definitely here. I seen it not long ago. It might be in the adults enclosure, but I definitely seen it on this cork bark. I found it, everyone. I found it. There it is. There, you can just see it. I'm just thinking, is there a hole at the other side? No, I don't think there actually is. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to get this little bugger out. So I'll get my trusty little stick and try and coax it out if I can. So everyone, there it is. So I'm going to get my trusty little stick and try and just get it to come out of the hole if I can. So everyone, looks like it was fairly hungry. It actually jumped on the actual stick that I was trying to coax it out with. So yeah, a nice little nymph there I've actually found. So what I'll do is, guys, I'll get a little sling pot with some substrate and let's house it up. So everyone, there's the 2 sling pots I've just got from my cabinet, and I've put substrate in the one. So what I'll do is I'll get the nymph and put it into here, and then I'll transfer it into this enclosure here. So I've got that piece of cork bark that I found the nymph on. So let's just put it back into the enclosure. There we go. And there's the adults just there. I thought I'd just quickly show you the adults. They're all doing perfectly fine. I got these last year from my good friend Daniel Oakley, Tarantula Dan. Please check out his channel. Fantastic channel and a very nice person. I've known Dan for about 7 years now. So yeah, please check out his channel, Tarantula Dan. So yeah, them are the adults there. So let's just turn that cork bark round a little bit. There we go. I always like to go behind there. So yeah, let's just put the lid back on here and let's sort out the nymph. So everyone, as you can see, I've put the lid back on, put my heat cable round and give it a mild spray. So yeah, let's quickly just sort out the nymph, which is still just walking around in this little tub here. So yeah, let's put the nymph into this sling pot here. So everyone, these are a little bit tricky to catch because they're that small. What I'll do is I'll probably just put the sling pot over like that and let it just walk inside if I can. So there can be a little bit on the tricky side. And there we go everyone. It only took me a couple of minutes just to try and grab it and put it in this little sling pot. So as you know, I've got that sling pot with the substrate in, so let's just take the top off there. Let's just put it into its new home. Oh, there we go. Very nice to see another nymph. I keep saying these are little sling pots. They do come in handy, these little sling pots do. So yeah, nice to have another nymph. And thanks for watching everyone.